Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Supra video here. We're going to be taking a look at my future parts I'm going to be having come in to be able to put on the car, and of course some general issues that I'm having right now, so I'll break that all down for you. And first, we're also going to address some of the questions, comments, concerns with this vehicle here, because everyone was saying in the comments on my part list video that it's not possible to make 780 wheel horsepower without a whole plethora of other upgrades. So first thing I want to break down is that when I was doing all my research for these parts and everything, I was not even aware that it could potentially make above 700, 800 wheel horsepower without like a bunch of different upgrades like method injection, direct port injection, you know, maybe a built trans or at least an upgraded transmission, etc. Like, I know the stock block could handle a whole bunch more, like probably up to like that 800-900 mark before it starts getting real sketchy, but I was not expecting to be able to get there. When my guy that did the parts install talked to the tuner, he was saying basically that that is indeed possible. He's tunes so many BMWs, so many Audis, and there's some really fast ones out there. And so, I mean, he knows what he's doing. So my guy that did the parts install and the tuner went back and forth on the phone quite a few times here talking about the car, and that's pretty much what he said. It has like 3 maps: a conservative 91, a hot 91, which is supposed to be low 500s, high 500s for the low and the hot, and then the E50 tune was 780. So he did a full engine tune, full transmission tune, literally dialed in everything, did it all from scratch, and that is where the car sits at. I'm going to be going back though at some point to get everything like dyno tuned, and so I can get the full dyno sheet to actually show you guys, because I didn't think about any of this was possible when I was looking it up on the internet. I was pretty shocked when I was getting those phone calls of him saying that that is possible. I just want y'all to know, it's like I'm not like trying to pull something out of my ass here, or like talk it up more than it is. Like, that is literally what I was told. I need to get the dyno sheet because that's not what I ended up getting. He just saw the final number that was on the computer from the last pull of this car when he pulled up to go get it, and it was 780. So that is the number that I got. That's what I'm going off of. So there's that. Now talking about some of the stuff that I want to do to this car. So first thing is that this exhaust, I've gotten a couple comments how this exhaust sits kind of low, and like that is understandable. It does sit low on the car. Like, there's this gap in here, which I do want to get that fixed. I know that's possible. I was looking it up, and I just believe that it just requires to tighten a few things down there and just adjust some stuff minorly. So we'll hopefully get that sorted, because I'd like for this to sit a little bit more flush inside the exhaust hole, or whatever you call it. You guys get what I'm talking about. After that though, so this right here is causing me a lot of issues. So I'll move over here, just the sun gets it a little bit, but these Mickey Thompson 305s, these ET Street SSs, these are the biggest tire you can fit basically on the stock wheel, from everything that I've found online and also in my personal experience. I mean, this is a giant tire, but it is really sticky. It does hook, because the Pilot Sports I was not hooking at all. Like, I would try to spin into the other lane. I just had no grip on them, even after fully driving around for like an hour, being warmed up. It's nice temperatures outside. Like, I just still couldn't hook. But anyways, my essential issue with these tires is that because they're so soft, basically, that the car and the stabilization features of the car, it's so unbelievably picky from everything that I've looked up and tried to figure out, that it's actually kind of unhappy with that, because now I get more body roll, I get swaying, it's like really floaty, and I have to like really stabilize the car out more if I'm going to be able to run those and stay with those. And also, there's a potential issue that my ratio of the tire sizes is just kind of off, because I have the 255 Pilot Sport up front and the 305 in the rear for those Mickey Thompsons, and they're softer, so I got kind of a weird mixture right now. So what I have on the way to hopefully either fix that issue, fingers crossed, or if I have to swap the tires out, I think I'm still in that policy for the 30 days here for Discount Tire, is I have some AFE adjustable end links, which should be coming in here hopefully soon. Still need to get the tracking on that. A90 shop is taking their sweet ass time with that. And then I also ordered some AFE sway bars. I literally found those on Amazon, and I'm gonna get those probably like here within the next like few days. So it's a shame I couldn't find those end links on Amazon, because I probably would have done that too, because they're actually gonna get me the part. It's a shame I couldn't find those end links on Amazon, otherwise I probably would have done that, and I could be able to get that part so much faster than I would, you know, just waiting for a random website to do it. Amazon's good for a few things. And the last thing right now that I have ordered and on the way is going to be a PFE It's like an aluminum transmission pan. So I didn't realize that the transmission pans on these things were like, I don't know, it's like some bullshit like plastic, something like that. Like it's not like a full metal aluminum, it's nothing like that. So being that this car and with this tune and the power is pushes more heat, it's gonna end up like warping that. So I think I'm starting to see a little bit of that there. And when I was at the Toyota dealership to try to address that tire issue, not knowing what it was right then, they had taken a couple pictures and there was a little bit like, I think, transmission fluid on one of the bolts. So I want to replace that before, you know, any damage is really done. So any guys out there that are pushing some more power through your Supra, definitely invest in that, because the stock one is, I don't know, they must have tried to cut some corners on that one. But apart from that, I absolutely love the car. At some point, I'm gonna be doing some like aftermarket wheels and stuff like that. And I would like to be able to replace this duckbill here with something that's a little bit better. It's starting to crack here a little bit. Previous owner did this one. I was gonna potentially get one that's a little bit more aggressive. I don't think I generally want to go for a full-on spoiler. I like the spoiler, but something about the duckbill, like I'm normally not that kind of guy, but it just looks good for the body lines on this car. Like I have a Scion FRS, a 2013, that's got a full Rocket Bunny kit on it. It's been like, you know, turboed. I did like the whole 9 yards of that car. And that's got a giant APR carbon fiber wing that basically extends the whole length of the car. And I just don't think that a wing or a big spoiler would be as good on this car as opposed to like, you know, like a duckbill or something like that. So I'm gonna try to go for that whenever I can. I'm just spending a lot of money on like car parts to be able to make this car like fully drivable, because right now when you get on it, it's a lot of like that VSC light that comes on, like your stabilization, and it just wants to pull way off. I mean, it's actually kind of sketchy and I can't drive it and enjoy it to its full power potential. So I would really, really like to be able to have this thing fully just drivable again. So that's my general thing, is just to get that PFE pan, get those AFE adjustable end links and the sway bars installed, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will be good to go and we can really enjoy this thing. And then we'll get it back over to the dyno to be able to really see, you know, how much power is they actually making, because I like to be able to do that for a video, because I know a lot of people out there are, it's literally like an argument, a war in my comment section. People just don't believe it, but I'm gonna guess, hey, I'll take some free engagement, and the video is doing well. So I guess that's it. Thank y'all for coming through. Just kind of want to give you guys an update of what I'm planning on doing here. I got some big plans that I want to be able to eventually do for this car. I'm really excited, happy with where the channel is going. If any of you guys are brand new here, want to stay tuned with the journey here with this vehicle, I'll be sure to kind of keep everything as transparent as possible here, how much I'm spending, what it actually does, makes. I mean, hey, if I'm wrong with that 780 mark, I mean, fuck it, I guess I'm wrong. I'll own up to it. It was just the information I was given. I'm not gonna try to BS around or something like that. And eventually, if it's not right there, we'll get it there. Appreciate y'all coming through. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, and of course, I'll see you guys here again with a POV drive here very, very soon. See you guys later.